I've said it before and I'll say it again. Spirit is amazing. I'm out to dinner with one of my classmates and my mentor, Reverend Glenda, and we're talking all about her experiences, like as an up and coming medium, when she was coming into Camp Chesterfield, and just talking about her mentor, Reverend Louise, and and I have felt Reverend Louise before. It's been kind of cool, and I never knew her in real life, but it was kind of cool. And we were talking about her, and she was talking about how, and I for some reason I knew she was probably a fire sign. I actually ended up asking Reverend Glenda if Reverend Louise was a fire sign. She said, yep, she was an Aries, and I said, okay, cool. So she's telling this really cool story when, because Reverend Louise was her mentor, and how hard she was on her and all these funny stories. But then she was like talking about one of Reverend Louise's spirit guides, um, named Fire Devil. And all of a sudden, like before she says Fire Devil, before she says the words Fire Devil, we're talking about Reverend Louise. We're out to dinner. The fire alarms go off. The fire trucks show up. But like, even though the fire alarms got turned off, and there was no big deal, right? False alarm. But the fire truck showed up, and then not 2 minutes later, somebody walks up to the table next to us and sits down, takes her coat off, and has a shirt that says Thriller on it, written in flames. That's the epitome of like three mediums walk into a bar and sit down and talk about, I mean, come on. It was so cool. So it just one of those nights where you just realize the power of spirit and how they never leave us. Our loved ones never leave us. They're with us, and when we need signs or when we're talking about them, they will show up. I just feel like it was a perfect night to get to know Reverend Louise a little bit better, because also my classmate, fun fact, was getting certified for trance next weekend, and it's just going to be amazing because he's awesome. I just felt the love from Spirit, and I thought you guys would enjoy that story. So just when you think that maybe your loved ones aren't around, keep an eye open for those little signs.